There's a little bit chilly, isn't it?
Yeah, but not too bad. Not too
Yeah.
bad.
So what do you wanna do first, hands or feet? Or your
Hands, yeah, let's do
Okay.
hands first. Let me get my polishes out.
Okay. Well, my kitty cat, she's doing good.
Is she? How did she do at the vet?
Well, we took her because she wasn't even moving, because I haven't catch up with you, I think I text you like twice, right, in reference to her,
Yeah,
something
you
like
sent
that.
me some pictures.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, she had gotten under the bed and she hadn't ate and drunk for a whole day. So me and Ruben decided to lift the mattress up. And when we went to lift the mattress up, he's like, baby, is this the cat? And I'm like, yeah. Cause normally she's afraid, so she runs away.
Yeah.
And Ruben touched her and she wasn't moving, so he says, we stopped what we were doing and he says, baby, we gotta take her to the emergency right now, cause something's wrong with this cat.
Yeah.
So she was really sick.
Yeah.
So they ended up putting fluids. They gave her like 2 major shots.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent us home with antibiotics, drops for her eye, because when I met her, she was like this, with one eye open and one eye closed.
Mm-hmm.
And then steroids. She's still taking steroids right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at her now, she looks very, she looks alive. She don't look the way she was looking.
Yeah, she must have been very sick.
Mhm.
They
So,
couldn't put it down.
We didn't do any blood work because of money. I have to be sincere with you. So what we did is, Ruben asked the doctor if they can just go ahead and just get her back. In other words, like, get her back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we'll do, to give her a treatment that's gonna make her get better,
Right, right.
You can sell them.
Let me put these.
Oh, gracias.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we end up paying $448 and something like that.
Where did you go?
We went out of town,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we paid that, but if we would have gotten the blood work, it was gonna be over $800.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
It's as bad as human medicine, really,
Mhm.
human doctors,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
So we
So
have to
she's
decide.
better.
So anyway, so she's doing better, but we're gonna be taking her to a vet, but not the same people. We're gonna take her to a new vet because they messed up. You don't even wanna hear the long story. They
Okay.
messed up with her medicine. Like, if I wouldn't have been careful, the cat would be dead right now.
Oh, my goodness.
So, in other words, they messed up with they sent me home with supposedly antibiotics, and there was nothing in the bottle, but I did not know, because I was like freaking out, so we didn't check. We were all worried about the
You
cat.
hand you a bottle,
So
yeah.
you're trusting the doctors are giving you the right medication.
And there was nothing in the bottle?
I had to beat the bottle to get 3 dosage, and she was supposed to get the treatment for 10 days, twice a day. That's a big mistake.
Yes, it is, yes, it
Mhm.
is.
You should have seen Ruben, he was mad. He was very mad, because he says, baby, this is neglect and this is carelessness. He said, how many people have they done this to?
Mm-hmm.
And the people are losing their animals. So we are grateful that they did get her, they got her back, they put fluids, but they
Fluids.
messed up with the medicine.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I'm gonna be taking her to a vet this coming week,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm taking her so that, I'm going ready with money so that they can do blood work, because we feel bad because we have her in my prayer room right now, where I study. We have her there, we cleared the whole room just for her to make her comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and we decided to not let her meet the dogs and Grace yet, because we wanna make sure that she doesn't have anything contagious. that she can
Exactly,
give
and I
to-
was gonna say
Uh-huh.
the same thing, yeah, especially for Gracie, yeah.
Yeah, because she's healthy, so-
Yeah.
But we feel bad because she's isolated, so the sooner we get that done, so I already have an appointment, and I'm taking her this week,
Mm-hmm.
so she can get blood work, and that way they can give her a rabies shot, because she didn't get it. Do you want me to click some of them?
No, I think I clicked
Okay.
them just the other day, so I think you're good.
So that she can,
Well, if she's not feeling good and she's a little stressed anyway from being in a strange place, maybe by herself is good for a while.
for a while,
Till
that's
she
what,
feels better.
yeah, that's what Ruben was saying, so what
Yeah.
we have done, at the beginning, we were keeping the door shut, but now I got a big box, you know, from my new job, and so anyway, so we got a box, and we went ahead. Ruben went ahead and he cut it up, giant box, because since we're moving, you know, we're trying to get boxes right
Yeah,
now for
sure.
the moving, and he cut it up into like this how you said the shape of the TV,
Yeah,
and he put it on the doorway. So that would be, so we want her to get comfortable to the noises, like when the TV's on, she could hear the dogs barking, the meowing of Grace, you know.
Yeah,
So
Good
that's
idea.
that's what we're keeping right now, the door right now with a cardboard, and then we have something holding it back. But we do that only when we are home, because I know she's really smart, because she's coming, you know, she's from outside. She is different from Grace, like she is something else, you know. We bathe her, because I've been taking little clips, because I'm gonna make a movie and share with you guys, you know.
Okay.
So I've been taking little clips, but I haven't had time to like sit and actually make the movie. It's gonna be after we move. But I did not record the bathing because I asked Ruben, you know, because I like to ask people. So I said, baby, I said, I wanna go ahead and record. I said, but do you feel comfortable? He said, baby, you know, I don't like to be on camera.
Stage fright.
Yeah, stage fright. So he said, I said, okay, baby. I said, I talked to us. He says, like, in other words, he don't mind me recording, but he don't want to be in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He don't want to be in it.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, because he says he knows that my videos are helping people, but he just don't want to be. He wants to be behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I said, okay, so I did not record that part, but you should have seen it, man. But what we did not put her in a tub, because we know that if we put her in a tub, and common sense, if you put the shower on, it's gonna scare the little baby.
Yeah,
you know. So we learned that with Grace. We learned with Grace. So anyway, so what we did, we got a big plastic container, you know, like where you store stuff. And we put it in my prayer room, in the same room that she's been staying, because that's the only place that she's accustomed to. And then underneath we put a towel, and then we got a bucket with warm water, with a little container, and he hold her, and what I did is I put on gloves, and I was grabbing water, but we were doing it so much patience and so much love when we started with like, you know, like with the, he said to start first with the head, because of the fleas, you know, with the neck area. We did not wet her hair, because I was gonna skip, but we just did from here down. And we started, but little bit by little. He said, baby, more gentle. I said, baby, I'm going really slow, because I'm the type of person I like to do things fast. He said, no, baby, slower. So I'm really slow, little bit by little bit, until I so I was doing that, but at the same time I was trying to like move my hand around to rub her, to keep her relaxed. She was fighting us. I'm not gonna lie to you. She was fighting us. She was trying to get off. She tried to get the outside of the container to pull herself so she can release herself. I mean, you should have seen it. But we were there with so much patience. And I think finally she got drained out from trying to resist
And
us.
she's not well, so not a lot of energy.
So she gave up, and she's like this. Like she's begging, you know, like she's like, you know what, mama, just get it over with, because I already see you ain't gonna release me, you know. Like that kind of thing. So anyway, so we finally, so I went ahead and we bathed her with the flea shampoo. We did not use Dawn, we just used the flea shampoo. And we tried to leave it a little bit, as long as we could with her, because like I said, she's different from Grace, you know? And she's a little bit bigger than when we found Grace. Grace was smaller, you know? So she's stronger. So anyway, because she even tried to bite Ruben. But Ruben had the thick gloves. So Ruben is like, hey little dude, you ain't gonna hurt me, trust me, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Break a tooth.
Yeah. So he had like the big thick gloves, and underneath he had a pair of these, and then he put the thick, you know, like the work gloves, gloves that the men they use, you know. So anyway, so we finally finished, and then we dried her up, and after we finished drying her up, Ruben is like, baby, do you have a blow dryer? I said, baby, I said, I don't own a blow dryer. I said, but even if we did, I said, I think that'd be a bad idea. It would scare her. That's what I thought. So we just
dry her good.
so we just dried her good, really good, and then we let her go. And after we let her go, she like,
Sure.
she went underneath my table, my desk, you know, because underneath the desk I have the bed. And then after that, she was so relaxed, and she had fleas, man. She was so relaxed. So we waited for her, you know, until the next day for her fur to be really dry, because we had to put that medicine, Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the fur had to be very well dry, so we waited 24 hours until the following night. That's when we put it on.
Mm-hmm.
You should see how happy she looks. 'Cause, I mean, when you have fleas like that,
Oh,
imagine-
I can't
you're
even
miserable,
imagine.
you
Yeah.
know. So that's what I did. But anyway, she looks transformed. And like Ruben says, he says, and we're still not done with her because we still want to make sure she gets 100% in shape.
Yeah.
But the good news is that we see, because she's so afraid. Like I have seen Grace afraid, but the way this kitty is, I wonder what happened to her. You know, that she has so much fear.
Mm-hmm.
And she now feels comfortable with me and Ruben. We can see it now because when I walk in there, getting ready to feed her, she already knows the times that I'm feeding her. So as soon as I walk in there, she opens her mouth trying to meow because she don't know how to meow.
Uh-huh.
And I look at her now, I'm like, meow. I'm like, I don't hear you. And then she's like, meow. I'm like, louder, meow. And she look at me. So I do that with her every time I go in time to feed, you know.
Yeah.
And she meows back and forth with me. I'm trying to teach her to meow loud. You know?
Uh-huh.
And sometimes the meow doesn't come out. I only see her mouth moving, you know.
Oh.
But anyway, but she's getting comfortable. She just gotta get comfortable with Paris when she comes back home,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Yeah.
But you know, Paris loves cats.
Oh, yeah, she will do
So
fine.
she will do really good with the cat.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have not put them together because of that. We want it for safety.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's wise, you know, to
Very
not mix
much
them
so.
up yet because we have 3 healthy animals and we don't
Uh-huh.
want them to get sick.
That's right.
But yeah, so we can tell that she's comfortable with me and Ruben because we play with her and talk to her every
yeah.
day,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And she knows that there's dogs already in the house,
Mm-hmm.
and she knows that there's a cat because we keep in, like I said, that carton there. So yesterday I went to spy on her because Ruben was taking out the dogs, and I heard Grace meowing really loud because you know Grace cries. I think I told you she stretches through the screen door, and you see her little ears popping, looking out, and that's what she was doing yesterday. But I was upstairs, and Ruben says, "Baby, I'm gonna take out the dogs for you." I said, "Okay," and Grace started meowing, and as Grace started meowing, you know, I said, "You know what? I want to go see what Luna's doing because she's hearing her meowing because Grace was meowing really loud." And I went, and Luna was not underneath she was by the door, like a little bit close to the door, and she's like this.
Uh-huh.
She could hear me.
Uh-huh.
So I said, good, she knows that there's another cat, and she's not by herself.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why we left we're leaving the door open when we're at home, because we want her to know that there's, you know, dogs and a cat. We want her to get comfortable with the noise.
Mhm.
We're easing her. And then when it's time for her to meet them, we're gonna do the same thing, you know,
Uh-huh.
slowly.
Yeah, that's
You
a
know.
good idea. Sounds like you're doing everything really
So,
well.
We're doing it, and we're, like I said, now the only thing is, I'll shoot you a text and
Yeah.
let you know with the results, what I
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
I hope it's good news, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we love her so much.
Yeah, I know you
That's
do.
why me and Rebecca were talking, and he says, baby, he says, I'm really hoping that she's not sick. you
Mhm.
know. I am concerned because her she has a big belly, but I know that Grace had a big belly too when we met her, you know.
Mhm.
But after they dewormed her, her belly went down, but then also she has grown.
Mhm.
So they did deworm, well, supposedly they dewormed her. That's what they said. But I spoke with the doctor, and the deworming that they gave her does not get rid of all the worms.
Oh.
So I needed them to give her, and how I found out because Paris took her cat there. I think I told you Paris have a cat,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
and she took her cat there, and the same day that me and Ruben we were over at the vet up there, you know, that day,
Mhm.
that same day Paris had to take her cat emergency as well, but where she's at,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh.
And the vet asked her, he's like, well, did you deworm your cat? And she said yes, because what Paris did, she was smart. She asked them to transfer the records, so they went ahead and transferred the records. So the doctor said, you're right. He says they did deworm her, but the deworming that they gave your cat, because he's a male, you know, her cat is a male. He said the deworming, that the medicine that they gave him, the deworming medicine, does not get rid of this specific. He had a specific worm that deworming medicine did not get rid of.
Oh.
And so Paris, she texted me. She called me first. I didn't answer because we were talking to the doctor. We were at the vet at the same time, just different locations.
Mhm.
she sent me a text. She says, Mama, she says, they're gonna deworm your cut, but that medicine is not gonna get rid of all the worms, and I think you need to do this other medicine. She sent me the name.
Mm-hmm.
So I spoke with the doctor, but she said that they don't do that kind. So it sounds to me like Luna's gonna need a real deworming,
Mm-hmm.
because whatever deworming they gave her didn't get rid of everything.
Didn't get out of the belly, huh?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Because she still has a belly. But that girl can eat. You should see how she eats.
That's good.
Now, you know what I was like thinking about earlier when I went for lunch break today? How many times am I supposed to be feeding because I know the cats are different. Do they eat more than dogs? I guess they do, right?
More in what?
Like how many times a day? That's what I was referring to. Because the
Oh.
dogs I only feed them in the morning and then at night.
Mm-hmm.
But I was telling Ruben that I think that we should feed the cats in between. The reason why I don't leave the bowl for Grace, because Chloe, the dog, wanna come and eat her food.
Mm-hmm.
Because if not, I would leave her bowl, because that's what I used to do with my old cats.
Can you leave out some dry food all the time?
That's what I'm saying. The dry food, the dog wants to eat it.
But I mean for Luna, who's inside a room.
Oh, Luna, I'm making sure she has dry food
Okay,
left during
yeah.
the day.
Yeah.
But Grace is my concern.
Oh, Gracie. Okay.
Yeah, because I went to eat and she's meowing, and I said, this girl's hungry. I said, girl, I fed you early this morning. So I went ahead and I said, you know what, let me give her some medicine, some food.
Mm-hmm.
So I put some dry food. She ate all of it. So I told Ruben, I called Ruben, I said, baby, I said, I think we've been feeding Grace too little bit, because we've been feeding her the same time we feed the dogs, like in the morning and then at night.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking that maybe we need to feed her in between, like, morning and then maybe like around 3 p.m.
Or
and
maybe
then
just feed her a little more twice a day.
twice a day. you think?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, she's not losing weight, is she?
She's skinny. We want her to gain weight.
Yeah.
But she is growing.
Yeah, that's
After
true.
she was chunky, she had a big belly, a beer
Yeah.
belly.
Yeah.
Now she's skinny. Ruben is like, he's like, baby, make up your mind. The cat had a big belly, you were concerned. And now she's crying, skinny, you're still concerned.
I know, because we want somewhere in between, yeah.
I mean, what? In between.
That's right.
But anyway, so I was trying to I was in deep talk earlier about that. How many times should I be feeding the cats? Because I want to make sure I don't mess up their tummy.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying maybe the same times that I'm feeding the dogs, but just a little bit more, right?
Yeah, maybe so.
Okay. Yeah, so I gave her a little snack and she ate all of it. I was like, man, she's hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was meowing.
Yeah. Yeah, she must be hungry.
And you know what she's doing? So Ruben, I sent a video to show Ruben, because I said, well, is she hurting? Because I was talking to her. I said, are you hurting? Yeah. So anyway, so right before I leave, okay, this started last night. Last night this started. So I am sleeping, and as I am sleeping, I hear Grace downstairs really loud. She's like, she's not meowing, but it's more like a cry.
Oh.
It's the best way to describe.
Uh-huh.
I do not know how to imitate that one. I have to hear it a couple times and I'll be able to imitate it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it sounds more like a cry.
Uh-huh.
And I heard her, she did it like twice, and then she didn't do it no more. I said, okay, maybe she's fine. So I didn't get up because I was so sleepy. So anyway, I kept sleeping. And then Ruben came in, because I didn't go to work because I wasn't feeling good yesterday. So I didn't go to work last night. So anyway, he came home, and then he told me during lunch break, he says, baby, he says, because we didn't have time to talk this morning. He says, baby, he says, I don't know, he says, I wanted to know, he says, was Grace crying last night after I left? He says, because when I came home, she was crying. He says, I just want to make sure she's not in pain. So she was doing it just now before I came to see you again.
How old is she?
So I think she's gonna be 7 months. So anyway, so I took a video.
She's probably in heat.
Yeah, that's what Ruben said. You see, you already knew that, you haven't even seen it. So
She's probably in heat.
I'm learning a lot with animals right now. So I took a video and I sent it to him, right? I took a short little video to show him what she's doing, and then because she's like crying, and then she's rolling herself on the ground like
She's
this
in
with
heat.
her belly up.
She's in heat.
So that's in heat.
She's in heat.
Well, I learned something new today.
She's in heat, and you
You're
better
the-
watch her.
Because she can sneak out.
She can sneak out, and then you're gonna have more kittens, and you know what to do with it.
Oh my
You
goodness.
need to get her fixed.
That's what we want to do. So anyway, so I sent it to him, and he messaged me back a picture telling me that she's in heat, baby. Those are the symptoms.
Mhm.
Oh my God, she just started though. She was fine. She started this last
Yeah,
night. She
she
was,
did.
she wasn't doing this weird cry that she's doing.
I know
She
it.
was just meowing like a little girl.
Uh-huh.
Oh man. And how long does that last? Do you know? Like how
Until she
long?
gets pregnant.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that doesn't go away.
No,
Oh,
I don't think it does.
well, we're gonna have to fix her.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Remember me and you talked about.
Yeah,
I told my husband that you said you're gonna give us a. What you say?
yeah, a voucher.
A voucher.
Yeah, it will give you $100 off the surgery.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, excuse me, $80.
And I'll keep you. Me and you stay in communication.
Yes, yes.
Do you see any more skin here now?
No,
I wanna make sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she's in heat. That's what Ruben told me. He
Mhm.
says, he sent me a thing and he believes that she's in heat.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
And
I here I am
she will try to slip out, and you will have male cats around your house.
because of that.
Yes, because they hear her, they can smell it or whatever, you know.
Oh.
Yes, so be careful. But tell me,
So you know what I can do is after I take Luna, because she's our priority right now, because we want to make sure she's fine before we let her, because we're going to be moving and we want to keep all of them together. So after I take Luna, what I'll do is the same day after they finish with her appointment, depending on what they tell us with Luna, I'm gonna have to make an appointment and see if well I don't know if they do surgeries there at that vet, but I'm gonna find out, and if they do, I'll make an appointment for Grace to get her done as soon
Yeah.
as possible,
well, tell me what
and I'll let you know.
tell me what your new address is,
Okay.
and
I
I will
will.
send you a voucher.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Because it will be in Chowan County.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll let you know.
So I'll put that new address on the voucher.
Mhm.
Okay. But you can use it anytime.
Yeah, so anyway, so now we're gonna be concerned about Grace.
Yes.
I thought we were
And I'm
fine.
serious, watch
Okay,
her about
so-
slipping out the door.
Oh, so she can slip out the door quick.
Yes. Well, you already said she could.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so, but she has more incentive now to do it.
Okay, so this is what we do. You think we should keep doing this, or you think we need to stop since she's in heat? So me and Ruben, we feel bad because she cries because she wants to go outside. So we have gotten her a leash, and we do put a leash on her sometimes. Well, he does it, because I can only handle 2 dogs. I
Mhm,
can't handle another cat.
No,
Cats are different. I don't want her to get hurt,
Yeah.
break a bone or something. So as I'm taking out the dog, sometimes he put a leash and he takes her out so she can feel good,
Yeah.
Like I said, she just started last night.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes he does that, and then sometimes when we come from work, because we take the dogs out, he feels bad for her, and I
Mhm.
feel bad too. So he grabs a blanket and he puts her in the blanket. He wraps her up really good because it's chilly out there, and he just takes her out, holding her, like this. You still think it's a good idea? You think she can jump off if he keeps doing
She
that?
might jump out, or she might attract other male cats, see, being outside.
So maybe we shouldn't be taking her outside right now.
I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because she
You
just started,
You don't want her to go, because if she gets away, she'll disappear.
and then we're not gonna find her.
Or she'll probably come back and she'll be pregnant.
That's scary.
Yeah, so.
No, so me and him gonna have to decide what we're gonna do, because she won't be able to go outside no more. She just started doing that last night. Oh man, overnight.
No,
She was
just-
fine though.
Yeah, I know. She just all of a sudden became a young lady.
She was fine.
Young lady key. Said no kitten, no more.
No más.
No más.
No más.
No.
So, cat. ¿Cómo se dice cat en español?
Gato.
Ajá.
Mhm.
¿Cómo se dice people en español?
Gente.
Ah! You good, man? You still practicing it, aren't you? The Spanish?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the granddaughter,
Uh-huh.
she and I are friends on Duolingo. So she's way ahead of me.
Uh-huh.
She has done every single day a lesson, at least one lesson for the last 200 and some days.
Wow.
And she's up in the Pearl League or something, where I'm down in the Obsidian League, which is, a lower level. So I feel like I have to try to keep up. I have to try to keep
So
then
so she's good.
she's good, and then
Uh-huh.
if I accomplish something, she'll send me a congratulations, or if she accomplished something, I
You
can send her a
you
congratulations.
congratulate her.
Yeah, so it's
Uh-huh.
kinda nice, it does give you some incentive to keep going,
Mhm.
some days I really don't have the time, and I think all I have to do is a 5-minute lesson, I've got 5 minutes,
Mhm.
so I'll do 5 minutes and then I can check off that day, and some days I
Right.
do much more if I have more time. Yeah, so I've enjoyed it, it's fun, it's fun.
Have you been to Spain? Where you
Yes.
can practice it? Oh, so you have been to Spain?
Yeah, but I didn't practice.
You didn't practice? What happened? Tell me the story.
I just, I was embarrassed. I thought I'll say something, they'll look at me like, what?
Uh-huh.
What the heck are you trying to say?
They're like, what are they trying to
I
say?
know. Look at this fool. She thinks she can speak Spanish and it's all just gibberish.
Uh-huh. You're like, it's all just gibberish.
Yeah, so I don't know. But I know that's foolish because I mean, if I'm not gonna practice it, use it, what am I doing it for,
No, it's true.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, you know a lot. Some people don't know nothing about Spanish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
I think it's nice to learn other languages.
Oh, I think it's wonderful.
Like me, I feel like two people in one. That's what I tell people. I feel like two people in one because I can
Yes.
switch from one language to the other.
That's a
You
good
know.
idea. That's a good way to put it, yeah.
And eventually, what I would really like to do is I would like to like make videos from English to Spanish, English to Spanish. Like be my own translator, so I
Yeah.
would have two viewers.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a vision that I have. I just have to try and practice and get comfortable. 'Cause, I mean, I already know the languages. I just have to learn to do from English to Spanish, and then back again, English to Spanish, and then that English to Spanish. I'll get there, but yeah, when you know two languages, you have greater advantage because you can speak to two types of people. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And then some people they know like 5 languages, don't they? Some
Oh,
people
I don't know how
like,
they do that.
Yeah. Yeah, how do they do that?
I do not know.
Because I met
I
a friend. I'm friends with her on Facebook, but she's from Berlin. She knows, I think, 4 languages,
Oh, my.
and she knows them fluently.
And does them well, that's
Fluently.
fluently.
It's not like oh, I only know a little bit. She knows them fluently. So I don't know
That's
how she does
impressive.
that.
That's very impressive.
I told her, you're really smart. She says, you know English and Spanish. She says, you can learn too. Yeah, but I think it's impressive, like you said. Yeah, so many. It's good to know 2 languages,
It is. And they say for people as we get older,
and especially like you.
yeah,
If you get to learn Spanish fluently. If Spanish people are around you and they're speaking, and they're gonna think you don't understand,
yeah.
and then you start speaking, because that happened to me once. I don't know if I share with you. I used to work at this restaurant, and I was the dishwasher, and I remember that I was like, they were talking in the kitchen, so I was like this, listening to everybody talking. We were talking all Spanish, all of us in Spanish, and then this white girl, she's pretty white girl, waiter, she's redhead too. Okay, she's white, redhead. Okay, very pretty young lady. She comes, and she just comes and stands next to us, but she's acting like she don't understand nothing. And then she starts speaking, and all of us, our faces got red, but we weren't saying anything.
Thank goodness.
We were not like gossiping about people,
You just talk.
but they were cursing and stuff. I wasn't a Christian back then, so I'm not ashamed to say it, you know what I mean? But they were cussing and stuff, when they were talking. And then she just got in the conversation, and all of us, our faces got red, and we're like, and she's like, no sabía que habla español, you didn't know I spoke Spanish. I mean, but she was speaking it with an accent, not with American accent. She was speaking it with I guess she spent like, I don't know how many years in Spain.
In Spain.
With that accent.
Yeah,
You know how they speak it?
Yeah,
I can't
little
even,
different,
I
yeah.
can't even say it,
Yeah, it is different.
And I was like, oh man, she's like, you guys didn't know I spoke it, did you?
Yeah.
She tricked everybody.
Weren't you glad you weren't saying anything bad?
And the thing is, it impressed us because she was speaking it, but she was speaking it not with an American accent. She was speaking it like speaking it. know?
Like a native speaker.
Yeah, so we asked her like, where did you learn Spanish? And that's when she told us, she's like, I spent some time in Spain and I wanted to learn Spanish, and that's what I did. I didn't leave until I learned it. She said it was hard, but she did it.
Yeah, good for her.
So bilingual, a
Yeah.
redhead, bilingual. I'm like, wow, very impressive.
No, I do try to listen to people talk.
You do try to listen to
I
them?
try to listen, but they're just too fast. They talk too fast.
Yeah.
So I figure, well, you have to just, it would come with time,
Mhm.
It would come with
No, but you're right. When you are learning a language, and if somebody's speaking it too fast, it's gonna be hard to understand.
Mm-hmm. What happens is that talk along and I follow it a little bit, and then they'll use a couple words that I don't understand,
Mm-hmm.
and then I try to think about those words and think, what was that? And in the meantime, they've gone 3 more sentences,
Mm-hmm.
and then I've lost the whole train of thought.
Yeah.
So,
But it is it's interesting. It's amazing when you meet somebody. But I understand what you're saying. When somebody's talking too fast, you don't understand, because that happened to me once. Like Portuguese,
yeah.
if they speak it slow, I
Mhm.
can pick up on a lot of words. And I don't speak Portuguese, but it's close to Spanish.
It's similar to Spanish, yeah.
That's the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
So I was working at this hotel, right? And I was working with this short little Portuguese girl. She married an American here.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I was working with her that shift, and we were at the front desk, and she started speaking, right? She started speaking. She was on the phone. She got a phone call on her cell phone, and she started speaking, but she started speaking Portuguese. So I was understanding what she was saying,
Uh-huh.
but I was trying to act like I wasn't, and you could manipulate her, and she knew. And she looked at me in my eyes. I'm like, oh shoot, she got me. And she hurried, started speaking it fast. And when she started speaking it fast, I couldn't comprehend what was coming out of her mouth.
You lost it, yeah.
So anyway, so when she got off the phone, she's like, Teresa, you were understanding what I was saying, weren't you? I said, yeah. She says, that's the reason why I started speaking fast, so you wouldn't understand what I was saying. I said, how did you know? She said, because I could tell. She's like, this girl is eavesdropping on my conversation. We ain't doing that today.
Uh-huh.
That was so funny. She says the reason why you understand it, she says, because Portuguese, she says, since you speak Spanish, she says, there's some words that they're similar. You might
Mhm.
understand
Yes,
them.
they are.
But if they speak it quick, I have no
Mhm.
clue what they're saying. No.
Yeah.
She was speaking it slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's easier to understand it when they're speaking it slow than when they're doing, because then
yeah.
your brain is like, okay, that don't make no sense. What are they saying?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
What are they
You can
saying?
translate one word at a time,
Mm-hmm.
or a phrase at a time.
So we're gonna do the milky one today?
Yeah, let's try that today for a change. I'll try to be careful with it.
Okay.
Now, another language over there, which is
And then
entirely
you want
different.
me to put this at the top, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Perfect.
Another language over there that's entirely different is Basque.
What is
You know
that?
Basque? B-A-S-Q-U-E?
B-A-S-Q-U-E.
There, it's a sort of a separate culture over there in northern Spain and southern France,
Uh-huh.
and they have their own language, which is very different, and they said it's very difficult to learn, yeah. But all I know in Portuguese is obrigada,
Uh-huh.
thank you.
Mhm.
They taught us that, on the tour.
I think
So we could say that all the time, obrigada.
But Portuguese is a language I would like to learn. Italian as well, I would like to learn. If I would meet, I always say this, if I
Italian
would
is
meet,
like Spanish a little bit too,
uh-huh,
isn't it?
yeah, if I would meet somebody that's Portuguese, somebody that speaks Portuguese, like I said, I had this friend, but she moved away, like I don't even know her, we lost contact, this girl from Brazil, that I used to work with.
They speak Portuguese.
And I always tease her, I said, you need to teach me how to speak your language. I told her, your language is so beautiful. But we lost contact, But if I would meet somebody now in the age that I'm at, I would take it serious and I would learn it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I would learn the Portuguese. Because the languages that I would like to learn is Portuguese and Italian. I find them interesting,
Mm-hmm.
since I already know Spanish and English. And some people, they learn Chinese. I don't know how they do that.
Oh, my goodness.
Because to me, I think Chinese would be hard, or maybe not.
Oh,
I
I
don't
think so. Their alphabet is just pictures.
It's different, isn't it?
Yes, totally
I
different.
mean, the first thing I think you have to learn is the alphabet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that would be difficult all by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Duolingo will teach you all these languages,
Yeah.
and it's free.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm struggling with one, so.
What level are you at right now?
Oh, gosh, I don't know how to explain it.
She says, I don't even know.
They have a level, and it's a numerical thing from 0 to, and I forget what the upper level is.
Uh-huh.
But they grade you at whether you'd be ready to have a conversation with someone, or or, you know, get by in the country. And so I think like Megan, my granddaughter, she's at like 200 and something or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at like 28. You see what I'm saying? She's way ahead of me.
She's way ahead. She's 200 and something,
200 something.
and you're in 28.
Yeah.
But then you stay busy. You're a wife. You got to cook and hold. Is she? She's young.
31.
Okay.
But she has a full-time job. But
Is she married now?
no.
Okay, so you got 2 jobs.
But she's the one that inspects things.
Oh, so
And
she
so
stays busy.
Well, she stays busy, but also she deals with a lot of Spanish-speaking people.
So
I think
no
that's why she's
wonder.
doing it.
Uh-huh, 'cause she
she-
wants to be able to communicate with them.
Yeah, she
Mhm.
she inspects like food trucks, a lot of the food trucks.
Wow.
And you know, a lot of them are Hispanic people.
Uh-huh, yeah.
With the food trucks.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think
the
that's
reason
one
why.
reason why she's doing that, to help her
Uh-huh.
with her job.
Because she wants to make sure, she wants to learn it. So
Mhm.
do you and her like speak it sometimes together? Try to
No,
practice?
because we don't see each other too very often.
Where does she live? She lives here?
She
No.
lives in Perquimans County outside of
Oh, okay.
Hereford, yeah. But like I said, her parents live in Tyner,
Oh, okay.
so they might be neighbors for you.
Yeah. But that's awesome. So she's trying to learn it to to be able to communicate.
Yeah, with people that she deals with in her
That's
job. And she did say one time, she said the other day, she said something to somebody in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, and they understood me. She
Yeah.
was so excited.
She's like, they understood me.
They understood me.
Yeah. Look how nice they look with the milky colors. So this is the same polish or?
Yeah, this is the
Uh-huh.
same. I just dragged it down. I thought, let's just do this time. Since it's one of the best one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you been trying to see if we can find a new?
There is a
nail
new
tech?
nail place in downtown Hereford.
I know they've been telling me. What is it called again?
River
River Road?
River
Nails.
Nails.
See,
River
I've been
Nails.
messing up the name. I told somebody earlier. It was today. Yeah.
Yeah.
I told
River
somebody
Nails.
earlier.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, one coat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just one coat,
Just
right?
one coat, yeah.
So it's
River-
River Nails.
River Nails.
Okay. I was calling it River Road Nails.
No.
Or River Nails. I don't know. That's what I told them earlier.
River Nails. But they had a ribbon cutting and everything, and they're down there right downtown. You know where the drugstore was downtown?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's right, they're on
Also,
the
they're in
corner.
downtown.
Yeah, they're right downtown. In fact, they're right next door to where I used to work with Rhonda in her old office.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'd probably give them a try. They did have their price list.
They do
On
that.
their website.
They have good prices.
They were very similar to yours.
Okay, so that means that they're gonna have a lot of people to see them because a lot of places here they're expensive.
Are they?
I know that I've heard some pedicures are 65 around here for one pedicure. That's a lot
For
of
a
money.
regular, just a regular pedicure.
Yeah, just a regular pedicure.
Yeah.
But somebody else told me that's cheap because they went to a place. I did not ask them. I think it's around here too. It was $85. How can you pay $85 for a pedicure? I'm gonna go buy groceries with $85, baby,
Exactly.
so I can cook dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
Because I mean, you go nowadays, you go to the grocery store and you come out with just a few things and you spend more, it's like $60.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
I know.
But you know, if they continue to cranking up their prices like that, which I understand because I'm in this business, so I understand. The reason why we've been taking our prices up because when we go to the supplier, they've taken the prices up
That's
for all
right.
the stuff that we buy. See, people don't realize it. So I got some clients, you know this, some clients got angry because I took my prices up and I lost some clients. But they don't understand that it's like, how you say that? In other words, we're taking it up because like somebody else is suppressing us to do it as well,
That's right.
you know?
But people should know that.
Like the
People should
liquid,
know it.
this liquid here, I think I told you. I recently went and got this liquid. This liquid is acrylic liquid,
Uh-huh.
you know?
Yeah.
And this liquid I used to pay 140.
Uh-huh.
You know how much it costs? 180 now,
Oh.
almost $200.
Oh,
So yeah, the
oh,
prices
yeah,
are
yeah.
gone up really high.
Yeah.
You know,
But people
for,
should know that. I mean, it's the same everywhere.
and that's everywhere.
Yeah,
You know,
people should know
So-
that, so they should understand.
so you know, like even restaurants are struggling, but they ain't saying nothing, but they're struggling.
I know that.
They're struggling because they're afraid to take the prices up. They've been taking it up, but but they cannot take it too high because then we're not gonna go eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's
then
right.
it'd be better off for us to cook. You know.
But then you cook, like you say, you go to the grocery store and everything is expensive there too.
Yeah, because when you calculate everything, how much you spend at the grocery store,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and all that stuff, it's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And Ruben said, and you still have to wash dishes and stand there like an hour and a half and cook, baby. He says, you gotta calculate that too,
Mm-hmm. That's true too.
you know. But I love my homemade meal. I think you know that. I love
Oh,
that.
yeah, I know you
No,
do.
that's healthy, you know, and that's my goal right now, that I'm not gonna be with the shop. I used to focus and wear more one of these, but for cook, for a chef,
Mhm.
and be in the kitchen and learn how to cook more, you know, and it's, what I really wanna learn is bake. I really wanna learn to bake,
Mhm.
because,
Did you ever make that pound cake?
not yet, but I'm
Uh-huh.
planning on making it. Did I send you the recipe? No, no, right? No, I don't think I sent it to
I
you.
don't think you did.
No.
I think you showed
I
it to
think
me.
I sent it, who did I send it to? I think it was Paris that I sent it to
Mhm.
somebody, and I think it was her. She said she was gonna try and make it, cause Paris likes to bake.
I know
You know.
you said.
So I was thinking to myself, I said, man, if my daughter knows how to bake, I said, I bet you I know how to bake, and I just need to do it.
Well,
So
start with something simple like.
I'm gonna
like
start
the
with
pound
something,
cake. Yeah,
something, that's simple, right? The pound cake is simple.
it should be, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
It's not gonna be nothing too, and, I'm not gonna give up, you know, I'm gonna try, because, like Paris told me, she says, Mama, you just have to like practice it.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes, you know, when you bake, I've noticed it. When I see some people baking, sometimes when you bake it, but I guess you did something wrong, because you gotta make sure you do, with the baking is different from cooking, isn't
That's
it?
true too, yeah.
They said you can't really substitute,
Mm-hmm.
you know, with the
Well, you
baking.
can, but you gotta know what you're doing.
You gotta
Yeah.
know what you're doing, or you're gonna mess up the bread, or cake, or whatever you're doing, or cookies,
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
But because I've seen where people bake a cake, and then when they take it out, it's like still wet on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that when I take my cake out, it's fluffy, baby. But I gotta practice.
Yeah, that's right.
I gotta do a lot of practice. So anyway, so that's my goal. To spend more time with Ruben, because I told you that I felt like I had my husband abandoned during all these years. I told you that he looks really happy now that I'm closing the business. He's very, very happy.
I'm sure you
We're honeymooning. My client told me, one of my clients told me this week. She said, you better be careful, a baby gonna come next. You guys honeymooning like that, you know? So I don't know, it was just like, God has opened my eyes up to a lot of things, you know, so that has encouraged me, and I'm excited for the next chapter, you know? So, no, we gotta spend time with our husbands. We do not know how much time God's gonna give us with them, and we have to make the best of time, you
That's
know?
right. That is
I
right.
know.
Okay.
Oh, you
Oh,
want
you
to
want
try
to do
this?
this?
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
let me get the water ready, while
Yeah.
you're drying, I'll put this
Okay.
over here.
Okay.
Oh, the two of them.
Yeah.
And you don't want me to keep, do you want me to slip it in your purse? I'll slip it right
Yeah,
here.
just slip it right there. That'd be great.
There we go, make sure it's closed. But anyway, yeah, make the best of time, right?
That's right.
And we are loving on our animals, because we love animals.
You're getting a house full.
Yeah, I have a farm bill, that's what he likes to tease me. He said, baby, you got a farm bill now.
Yeah.
So, in other words, it'll be a quiet season for me, you know, stepping away from everything. And that's fine, but hey, yeah, you still gotta meet for coffee and stuff, you know what I mean? We should try and meet, you know? It'll be a quiet season, but I think I'm gonna, I don't know, I'm ready for it.
I think that you will be.
Yeah, I'm ready for
You
it.
might be a little transition, a little change.
It's gonna be different.
But I think you'll like it overall.
Yeah. It'll be different. Yeah, I can't believe I'm seeing the finishing line. Tomorrow's my last day. You know? And you have been with me from the beginning, right?
Pretty much.
Uh-huh.
Pretty much.
I just can't believe it.
I know.
That tomorrow's my last day, and that's it. I'm giving you bubbles, okay?
That's fine.
Yeah, so my plan, for tomorrow, I have, 2 clients in the morning. I didn't book nobody else because, I wanna go ahead and start packing.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, after I'm done with my clients, I'm gonna stay here and pack.
Mm-hmm.
Put stuff in boxes, you know, the
Mhm.
small stuff
Mm-hmm.
and the big stuff, because Saturday, I have people coming in to move everything. All the big stuff is gone.
Yeah,
You know, everything that's big in here is gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have to box like the polishes and some of the stuff back there, that's small.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have to focus on, but, my husband says, maybe go ahead and box it tomorrow, So Saturday, we just come quickly, cause everything is already clean, I don't really have to stay behind and clean.
No, I
you know?
see that, there's nothing wrong with it.
But since, we like to give back the place the way it was, we're gonna take the screws out, you know?
Yeah,
And Ruben already got like caulking
yeah.
to cover the holes
Mm-hmm.
and just smooth it out so it looks like the way we wanna give him back the place the way he found, you know? So that's what we're
And
doing.
I'm sure you
We're
appreciate
gonna do
that.
that. And then we got people coming in, so it's not gonna take long. We only have like a couple of holes,
Mm-hmm.
so he bought all that stuff so we can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Is the position good for the chair?
It's a little too high.
You want me to fix it?
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's close, too close
Uh-huh.
or not, I'm not close enough.
So let me, maybe a little bit closer, right?
Yeah, probably so.
Closer.
Yeah.
Right there for the black,
Yeah, and then that,
and then this one back, right?
yeah,
Right
that's
there?
good, yeah, that's real good.
So that way I can scrub.
Yeah.
So, and you know, I had one of my, I had people that text me that they wanted me to fit them in, but I can't.
No, I can understand that.
I cannot fit nobody else in because
Mm-hmm.
I already have everything scheduled with people that gotta come and take stuff out. Like I have a young lady, she's supposed to be taking these 3 things out, the
Mhm.
tables, you know? But,
You sold the tables?
yeah, I supposedly sold them to her.
Good.
No, she said she's interested.
Oh,
And I
because I
said,
know you
and I
were,
gave her my number, and I think I told you that I wanted to give it to somebody, sell it to somebody that started.
yes, yeah.
Because I remember what it was like when I started. I
Mhm.
remember what it was like. But, she said that she was interested, but she hasn't called me, and if I don't hear from her, because we're on schedule, like we have to get
Yeah.
things out, we
Yeah.
got people coming in,
Yeah.
and I gotta give him the key, that's my concern, you know, I gotta give my landlord the key.
Mhm.
So if she does not come, I told her she needed to come and pick it up tomorrow,
Mhm.
so that's the reason why I can't fit nobody else in.
Exactly.
I-
No, there's no point in cramming, making it so too hard on yourself.
Yeah, so if she don't pick it up tomorrow, she already got my number, all she gotta do is call me, if she don't pick it up tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let the guy that's picking up the pedicure chairs to
Mhm.
take them as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him he can sell them, he can do whatever he wants with them.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
Yeah.
I just need the stuff out because we
It
have
just
to,
has to go.
it has to go.
Yeah.
We don't have no more time. you
Yeah.
know. But that's just the way it is with moving. So I
Mm-hmm.
gotta give him the key because I think, I don't know if he's gonna have somebody else in here. But I just wanna make sure I'm responsible and make sure I give him the key right on time.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm sure that's true.
that is my job.
Mm-hmm.
So my husband says, he says, baby, hopefully she calls you, but I haven't heard anything,
Mm-hmm.
so. If I don't hear anything, then he's gonna take it, cause we can't hold it all weekend here.
No,
Yeah.
of course not. Of course not.
And then we gotta move next week, no, we got 2 major movings,
Mm-hmm. So
so
you're
we can't do it.
packing up at home too?
Yeah, we're gonna start, like I said, we've been collecting boxes,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna start doing that on Sunday. We got a lot going on.
You do, you
Yeah.
really do. So you don't need to be booking, because if you
I
book
know.
manicures or pedicures or stuff, you still need your stuff around, you know?
I'm already busy with Luna, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like I said, I gotta take her to the vet next week, we're busy.
Mm-hmm.
We're taking care of her because she's been getting medication, but I'm so happy that she's done with her medication.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing we're not giving her is a steroid, you know?
Yeah.
So no more antibiotics, no more eye drops, but the doctor, I'm gonna go for a follow-up and then they'll do blood work. And then they'll tell me what else she needs.
Mhm.
But I know she's gonna need rabies, right? A rabies shot?
Yeah, yeah. But they might not give that to her right away
Until they see that
until
she's,
she's
uh-huh.
well. you
That's what I
know?
heard, that she's gotta be well.
Plus there are other shots she's gonna need too.
Yeah, that's what I heard, other shots for like, that they give to cats for diseases, right? So that they don't
That's
get it.
right, yeah,
That's what I hear.
yeah.
That's what one of my clients told me, when was it, yesterday, I think she said. One of my clients told me that there's other shots that they gotta get.
Oh, yeah. Cats are susceptible to a lot of respiratory diseases, you
Uh-huh.
know, sneezing, that kind of thing.
So she asked me, so they would be sneezing a lot, or how would you know if a cat is sick? They would sneeze.
Sneezing a lot would be one, and eyes and nose running.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be honest with you, Luna, she's not vomiting, her, poop is normal,
Mm-hmm.
it's not, she doesn't have diarrhea,
Mm-hmm.
and she's not sneezing,
Mm-hmm.
but she did have eye infection. You
Mm-hmm.
know, but
Yeah.
she's good now. She's good. Like I said, her eye was so sad. Her eye was shut. It was
Yeah.
so sad to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
Her
is
little
good.
eye was shut. You know, but she doesn't. She's not sneezing or anything. So we're hoping that she's fine. 'Cause,
Mm-hmm.
we don't want to hear bad news. Ruben wanted to go with me, but he can't because he's working. He really wanted to go with me, so I told him, well, I can call you if you're not busy,
Mm-hmm.
so you can speak to the vet because he loves that cat. I think Luna is his cat.
Really?
Yeah, let me tell you, the other day I walk in, you know, because he was already up there with her,
Mm-hmm.
and as I walk in, he had her right here, and Luna is right here sitting. Her head is here, one paw here, the other paw here, the other paw here, the other paw here, and her big beer belly hanging. He's like, baby, look at the two fatses. I'm like, you guys are crazy. And he's doing this, and she's happy.
Oh,
Her paws like
that's so cute.
It was the cutest little thing, I'm telling you.
Uh-huh.
I said, baby, you were funny. I started laughing.
Uh-huh.
He was laughing. She was just, we love her. But I truly believe that Luna is his cat. I'm not kidding you.
Isn't that funny? How they have
And
bonded.
he really wanted to go to the vet with me, but he's working. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
He said that if one of the guys was not out of work, he would have went with me. But he has to be at work since one of the guys is not at work.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to take her, but she'll be fine. We're just hoping she will have nothing contagious.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, she knows she's home now. She's living like a queen. She has the life of a queen.
Compared to living under your shed, yeah, quite a bit.
You know what I was thinking? How dark that shed was.
Oh, and
All
cold
the
and wet.
animals, you
Yeah.
know, rats, and I don't know what else is underneath there. Fleas, you know.
Fleas,
And then she had to go out and hunt for food. You know.
And she's just a little.
But let me tell you, it only took for me to feed her once, and she stayed. But
Yeah.
it amazes me and Ruben, it amazes us because in between, you know what I mean? Like Grace came, we met her I think June or July, I don't know, something like that, you know. She came to the house. So Ruben is like, in between months, he says, it's not even too many months apart, and then we meet the other one. But this other one has been sick, you know.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people meet stray cats, but if they're sick like that, they don't pay them no attention. But I just couldn't help it. And when I saw that little kitty, my heart. But I couldn't catch her right away. It took days to feed her.
And a trap.
And a trap. But she was hungry, so she went in that trap. I thought it was gonna be too small. Remember I texted you?
Yeah, you did.
I thought it was gonna be too small to trap, but no, it worked. She was hungry. And I'm glad. No, because I was, my thought was this, what am I gonna do? I'm feeding this little kitty, and the neighbors next door, like the people around me, they don't look like they care, you know, for little animals. So if I leave this little kitty here underneath the shed, she's gonna come out thinking I'm gonna be still here feeding her, and she's gonna be starving, you know. And then I was thinking that if winter is fixing to begin, and she was gonna be underneath the shed, and she was already sick. I didn't know what was wrong with her eye. I just knew she was sick because she had fever. The doctors told me she had fever.
Oh, I'm sure she
know,
did.
and that infection in her eye. So that's what I was thinking, and it was bothering me.
Could you cut this corner off a little bit, sort of round it a little bit more?
And it was bothering me, you know,
I'm sure.
right here,
Yeah, and sort of round the nail. It looks a little square on that side.
right here.
Yeah, there. Shape that up.
But anyway, it was just bothering me. It was bothering me so much I couldn't work. And Ruben knew it. He says, "Baby, are you okay?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "No, what's wrong?" I said, "Baby, I can't stop thinking about that cat." He says, "You want to bring in another cat in the house," but he hadn't seen her yet. I've only shown him videos, you know. And now he's in love with that cat. That's his cat now, you know. Yeah, he loves that cat.
And it's funny because you told me he never had cats before and didn't care anything about them.
Because he grew up only with dogs.
Uh-huh.
But he says that the reason why, he says, "Baby," he says, "in San Salvador, the cats are out there in the streets." I said, "Because nobody cares for them." I said, "If people start caring for them," I said, "they're pets too, not just dogs," you know. But he grew up with dogs, so he loves dogs. And now, you know, like he's learned. He says, "Baby," he says, he says, cats are smart too. I said, I've been telling you that for years. I said, I told him, I said, I've been telling you that cats are smart. So yeah, we've learned a lot with the animals that we have.
I'm sure you
You
have.
know, you learn a lot of lessons.
And
with
they
them,
can
like
be very
nature.
affectionate too.
Yeah, like
People
you know,
think cats don't care for people or they don't,
do.
and that's not true.
That is not true.
No.
They do care for people. Like I said, I mean, Grace, when we're out there, she got her little head popping out, meowing, like we're
Mhm.
outside. Like,
Yeah.
why are you leaving me in here by myself? I want to
Mhm.
go too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I do take Grace for walks. I put my backpack, you know, I have a little carrier.
Mm-hmm.
I put her in there, you know, and people looking at me weird. I don't care. But I carry her on my neck like this, and then I got one dog here, and I got the other dog here, and I'm walking her.
Uh-huh.
And she's like happy. She's like looking around.
I'm
you know?
sure she is.
So she likes being outside. She likes to be outside, but now with her heat, like you said,
Yeah, just watch her.
we don't
Watch her.
have to watch her. No, I don't want her running away.
Well, she'd come back, but like I said, she'd be pregnant. And then you have kittens.
That's scary,
Uh-huh.
you know?
Yeah.
How many kittens they have when they have like a litter? How much is
It
it?
depends. It depends. They can have maybe 3 and they can have 6, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it just depends on how many.
Yeah, sometimes if they're really young, maybe they don't have quite as many.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes kittens are not healthy, you know. Yeah. So you just don't want it to happen.
She's young. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
she is young.
She's a baby still.
You don't want it to happen.
So now we want to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
But he figured it out.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I was talking to her. I said, "Baby, is your belly hurting?" I said, "I don't understand. You're crying. What are you trying to say?" And I'm looking at her. She's looking at me, and she's like crying. I'm like, "I don't get it. Communicate with me." I don't understand what you're saying, girl. Ruben texts me back. He's like, "She's in heat."
Uh-huh.
Oh man. Yeah. So, cause I was telling my client, one of my clients yesterday, she loves animals too. I was telling her that animals, they greet us at the door, you know, and people think it's only dogs. Grace greets us at the door. She's a cat.
Yeah,
She sees the dogs do it, so she does it too.
that's right.
You know, she meets us at the door, and actually, Grace, the cat, she's the main one that meets us at the door. She's the number one. She's at the door every night. We come, she's at the door. Ruben is like, "This cat is smart." I say, "Yeah, very loving. You know, she's at the door." Like just now before I left, you know, because she was acting weird. I was peeping through the door, you know, looking down. I said, "Bye, Grace." And she's like looking up. "Bye, Grace." And she's looking up. She's smart, man. Smart girl. So I was telling her that we need to learn from animals that the same way that the animals, when we come home and they greet us, we need to learn from them, and we need to like wait for our spouses after they come from work and meet them at the door. She was laughing. She said, "Teresa, you're right." I said, "Yeah, we need to do that. You know,
At least acknowledge that they're there. Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, as wives, how many times have the husband walked in and you have not met them at the door? I know multiples of times for me. I don't sit here and lie, you know.
No, yeah, I haven't met them.
Yeah, I have to be sincere, and I'm like, the animals are like that. So we can learn a lot of things from animals, good things, you know.
Yeah.
And then animals, they love you unconditional.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know, when my husband gets upset with me, you know, my husband usually, when he gets upset with me, what he does, he likes to isolate himself.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, he likes distance. And me, when I get upset, because I get over things really quick, I say it and I get over it really quick. It takes time for him to get over it, you know, really quick. But with animals, it's different, you know. Animals, you can like, who you said, regañar. In other words, if they're doing something wrong, you can correct them, and they're gonna walk away whimpering. But then the next second, they're back again, lolling all up on you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they're not like us humans, you know.
No.
So animals, they show us unconditional love,
Mm-hmm.
something that we can learn, so we can practice with each other, right?
Right.
Each other, all of us humans do that, practice unconditional love. But that's what I love about animals. Me gustan mucho los animales.
Sí.
Son muy lindos.
Yo también.
Aman incondicional.
Mm-hmm.
Incondicional. I don't even know if I'm saying the word correct.
Oops.
But that's okay, right?
Yeah.
At least I'm trying.
That's right.
No, sometimes I'll be honest with you, I speak Spanish, but sometimes I forget the words, man.
Probably so.
You forget the words, and then later I'm like, oh, now I know what I was supposed, what word, how you translate it. And then you can Google, but how do you know Google's actually giving you the right stuff too, man?
That's right.
But anyway, so what's for dinner, Mama? What are you doing for dinner?
Spaghetti.
Okay, spaghetti sounds good.
Yeah.
You doing a salad?
Yep.
Yeah.
And garlic bread. It's easy. It's always good.
Yeah.
You just can't have it every day, you know?
No.
You have to spread it
I
out a little bit.
noticed that when you do spaghetti, you gain weight, right? I noticed for me, I
Oh,
gain
yeah.
weight.
Yeah. That's why you don't do it every day.
That's why you can't eat it every day, but man, spaghetti is delicious.
I know it. I could eat it every day, pretty much, with different things on it, you know?
When you do spaghetti, you put any kind of meat, or you just put?
Yeah,
the same?
I put hamburger in his. I don't put meat on mine.
Okay, so you just like just the pasta?
Yeah, and the sauce.
And the sauce?
Yeah, I put meat in his sauce.
Yeah. So he likes a hamburger too?
Oh, yeah.
Do
Yeah,
you use just the beef, or sometimes you use the Italian sausage, the one that's ground?
No, I just use beef.
The beef?
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you like Italian sausage or not much?
I like the sausage that we talked about before, that andouille sausage,
Yeah, the
the link
andouille.
sausage,
Yeah.
and slice it.
And I did do it.
Yeah,
And we do like it.
I use it too.
That's a good
I
sausage.
put it in beans, or I
Gives
put it in with
flavor.
like gumbo,
Mhm.
and it's good. I like it a lot. I love the way it smells. Oh, it smells so good.
Yeah. Look at those pretty toes. We got
There
them
you
nice
go,
and
much
clean.
better, much better.
But yeah, when I hear from some of my clients, or if you find someone salon, let me know,
Okay.
because people are desperately looking. It's not everybody. I'll be honest with you. Some of them told me that they're not gonna go to another salon. They're just gonna do their own feet. But I have some people that really like to keep doing it every month. They're really looking for a place. You know?
Yeah,
The
that's right.
problem is there's a lot of places, but you gotta find the right fit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
well, in Hertford, there's 3 places
that you
I
can
could
try.
go in it. There were 2 before, now there's 3.
Uh-huh.
There's one place that was right across the street from Laura's, and that's been there for a while.
I think that's the is that the nail lunch? Yeah,
Yes.
that's the nail lunch.
Yeah,
And I think they've been there for a while. That means
Yes.
that they gotta be doing good. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's
They've
what
been
I'm
there for a
thinking.
while.
and then there's Michelle's, which is a hair salon, and they
Uh-huh.
also have nail services.
Okay.
And she's been there for a long time, so I don't know anybody who's been to either one of them. Of course, I haven't asked around much either,
Right.
but this place is new and I might just try them. They had a ribbon cutting and it looked like the people that own it are Asian, which doesn't surprise me. Most nail salons seem to
They're
be
Asian.
Asian
Mhm.
people, proprietors.
Yeah.
So,
But before you started coming to me, where did you used to go, or you didn't go nowhere?
I went across the street.
Oh, you went across the street to the
Yeah.
people that were. I think they closed their shop after when I first started.
Yeah,
A couple
yeah,
of months later.
yeah,
something like
Tom
that.
and
I think-
Cindy,
uh-huh.
Tom and Cindy. I
They
don't think that was
closed
their
their
real
shop.
names, but yeah, I went over there.
Oh, so you used to go to them.
Yeah,
You went to them for a while?
yeah, I did.
Oh.
They were funny.
Uh-huh.
Tom was funny. He he would sit there and talk, and he
Uh-huh.
was Chinese,
Uh-huh.
and she was Vietnamese,
Oh.
and he was like 20 years older than her,
Uh-huh.
and he would sit there, work on your feet, and just talk a blue streak, and I could only understand every third or fourth word because his accent is so sick, and he talk, and he would tell me stories about his life and his family and everything, and then every once in a while he'd laugh, you know, like.
So he had a good sense of humor.
He did. And he'd laugh, and I'd laugh with him, and I thought, I don't have a clue what you just said.
The thing is, people don't have a good sense of humor, you know?
But the funny thing
They
about
have charisma, you know what I mean?
it, well, the funny thing about it was, I don't think he worked there, I guess, to support his wife, but he'd done a whole lot of other things in his life. And I think he worked there I don't know if he just couldn't find any other job, or he was just trying to help her with the salon, but he didn't like working there. And he told me that his family kind of looked down on him because he was doing feet, doing nails.
So they
His
cut-
other
they
family
cut-
was
they
like a
cut-
businessman in China.
Oh.
His father owned a rice processing place.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I heard all this, and his brother was this, and his
So-
sister did this, and his
So he
mother.
was like a reject.
Yeah, he sort of felt like, he wasn't, doing as well as his
Oh.
brothers and sisters.
But we don't have to do what our siblings, like me, I have 6 of us, you guys know
Yeah.
that. I don't have to be a nurse, you know what I mean? I have 2 little sisters, they're smart, they're nurses.
Yeah.
We all have our own journey, our own path.
That's
You know,
right,
to take.
that's right.
Yeah, so, but doing feet, to me, I don't find it like like a low job. To me, doing feet has been an honor to
Yeah.
serve the community, to serve you guys, you know what I mean? Like, but I guess some people have a lot of pride, you know what I mean? And they look down at others if you're not a doctor or a lawyer, right?
Uh-huh.
Those are the big jobs.
Or a business.
Or an
owner.
engineer,
Yeah.
or a business person.
Yeah. And Cindy was very sweet. Her English was even worse than his.
Uh-huh,
And she did mostly the manicures.
uh-huh.
And she would do the fancy manicures too, with the designs
Uh-huh.
and all that.
So she was good with it.
Yeah, and he did mostly the pedicures.
Yeah.
But they were funny. They were funny. And then one day after they closed shop,
Uh-huh.
I was in Walmart one day, and I was back in the back there looking at something, and all of a sudden,
Uh-huh.
here's this voice beside me. Oh, Miss Sharon! And I looked, and it was Cindy.
Uh-huh.
And I said, "How are you? And how's Tom? And where did you go?" And she says, "Oh, we divorced." And I thought, I'm not surprised. There was
So they divorced.
they divorced, and she was working at the nail salon in Walmart.
Oh.
But I don't think she's there anymore. I don't think that lasted. So I don't know. They lived somewhere outside Columbia.
But they had kids?
Yes.
They were living in Columbia, you said? Like
That's,
Columbia,
and driving all the way to Hereford to the
Oh.
shop, which I didn't understand either.
Because that was a long ways to drive, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And I think he told me one time that she had worked at a salon in Columbia.
Why don't you put this one in the water?
Yeah.
And I'll turn the jets on so they rinse.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And she worked at a salon in Columbia, and the people there were really ugly to her, apparently. And so
Uh-huh.
she quit, and that's where they started this one. But, yeah, they had kids. They had 2 kids, a boy and a girl.
Uh-huh.
And the boy was the older one, and he was already in his teens, and the girl was a little bit younger, maybe 13, 14.
Right.
And sometimes they would be in the shop while they were working. But yeah, they were something.
So they were married, so they did have kids?
Yeah.
How many kids you said they had?
2.
Oh, so they did have a family, but then they split up.
Apparently so.
I hope he's doing good wherever he's at, the 2 of them,
Yeah. But he
If we all got our stories, you know what I mean?
I know.
And then the reality is, when you're not meant to be with somebody, it don't matter how hard you try to make it work, you're
Yeah.
not meant to be right. You're
Yeah,
not meant to
they
be.
just, there were just
You know.
issues there.
Mhm.
And like I said, he talked a lot, but I only got about half of it.
She said he talk a lot.
Yeah. Oh, he did. He
So
talked.
he made you laugh, you know what I mean?
He'd be working on my feet, and he'd be talking a mile a minute.
But that's good, but that's good, you know what I mean? Instead of, because imagine if you go to a nail tech or a hairdresser, and they don't talk to you at all.
Uh-huh.
They just say, pick a color, or they say, cut, next, or whatever they say, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think for nail salons, I think it's more Chinese or Vietnamese people doing it, right?
Yes, that's what
Not
you see
here,
mostly.
I think here we have Americans also doing it. more.
I think it's mostly Asian people.
Or is it Asian people from here
Yeah,
as well?
yeah, I think so.
For real? I
Yeah.
don't know. I was thinking, I had the perspective that I was thinking that there was more like Spanish, and American,
Uh-huh.
doing the hair.
I haven't
But the
been to that
nails-
many. I haven't been to that many, so I really can't say.
Uh-huh.
I can't say.
So that's a good question, but
Yeah.
it would be good to find like the average,
Yes,
you know?
it would be.
But the nails, I know the nails is a lot of Vietnamese people. I
Mhm.
know that,
Yeah.
normally.
Yeah.
Because when I started doing nails, I remember in Hertford, people were telling me, well, normally Vietnamese people are the ones, because I would have some people that they would go in the shop, and I only saw them once, some of them, because some of them, they were so prideful. They were on a high horse,
Really?
Yeah, they were on a high horse, so they would go. And I remember, like, when I was doing their nails, they're like, do you have a nail license? And the nail license was behind me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yes, like this, But it's just some people are like that, So I had some clients, they only went once, they never went back. I guess
Really?
our spirit did not connect, you
Yes,
know what I
ma'am.
mean?
They're lost. They're lost.
But the right ones, they stayed,
Yeah.
they stayed with me, so.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I remember some of them were asking me, do you have a nail license? And I thought to myself, I would not be doing nails,
Mm-hmm.
especially in Laura's shop.
Yeah, Laura wouldn't have you in there anyway,
I would not
probably.
be in there working illegal, and I would not dare do it because, no, you
Yeah.
get in trouble.
That's right.
Even if you're doing it at home, you would get in trouble. And then that's not the right thing to do anyway. You need to have your license to
Right.
work, you know? You wanna do it the right way, not the correct way.
Mhm.
But I remember those days. Yeah, but if you find somebody, let me know.
I will.
Let me know if everybody that's gonna be looking to let me know.
Mhm.
For those that, you know, that, cause I had a client that came in last week and I asked her, was it last week or this week? Oh yeah, it was this week. Yeah, it was this week in the evening. And I asked her if, cause I had a couple that used to come to me and that couple is family with her. And I asked her if they had already found somebody. She said, no, they're still looking. So people are still, maybe, I don't know if they went to try a place and they didn't like it, but people are looking, you know what I mean?
Are these people in Hertford or?
They're in Hartford.
Most of them?
So hopefully this new place, the one that they just opened, hopefully
Yeah.
it's really good, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? So people can start going there.
Yeah, I think there's a demand for it there, so if they're good, they ought to do well.
Especially there,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right downtown, yeah.
It's a demand, like you said, it's needed,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
Well, I think for dinner, we're gonna have sandwiches because last night I baked chicken.
Ah, good.
I had chicken breast, cause I give my animals, I give them meat mixed with the hard food, you know?
Uh-huh.
So I gave them, so last night I had a pack of chicken that I had bought the other day. So I went home and I went to cut the fat out the chicken and then clean it really good. Cause I usually clean my chicken. I don't know how do you clean your chicken or you just rinse it with water?
Just rinse it.
I clean the chicken with vinegar. I let it sit a little bit with vinegar and lemon.
Yeah?
I squeeze it and I just let it sit there for a little bit. I do that because I don't like the smell of the chicken.
Uh-huh,
Even
yeah.
when you cook it, sometimes you can smell it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So that's the reason why I do it.
Yeah, you're right, it does have a raw chicken has a little bit.
So if you ever wanna clean it, I just
Uh-huh.
gave you an idea, just put a little bit of white distilled vinegar in
Mm-hmm,
and squeeze some lemon. And sometimes I leave it there for like 10 minutes.
mm-hmm.
If I'm rushing, I just already leave it for 5 and then rinse it and then,
Does it change the taste of the chicken?
no, it's really good and
Mhm.
that smell goes away,
Uh-huh,
you know.
that's a good idea.
So that's something that us the calvillos we do, that's how we clean
Oh, yeah?
chicken.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, to make sure that it doesn't have that smell.
mm-hmm,
Because I noticed when I buy the rotisserie chicken from Walmart
mm-hmm.
and you're eating it, I can smell it
Oh,
and I don't like that smell.
mm-hmm.
Because even if you cook it, you can smell it, you know, that they didn't clean it. I guess because I'm used to cleaning my chicken, I can tell
yeah.
the difference,
Yeah.
you know. So, but anyway, so I think Ruben told me last time, he says, baby, we're gonna use those, like, you know, chicken breasts you have, let's use it for sandwiches. So we're gonna eat that today, we're gonna make some sandwiches, sometimes we do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little sandwich, you know,
Mhm.
tomato, lettuce,
Mm-hmm,
bun.
Yep.
And that's it.
that's good food.
And sometimes I pick up from Food Lion, I pick up the frozen fries.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes I pick up the frozen fries, but if I'm rushing, then I just go to one of these places and just go pick up fries, French
Mhm.
fries, because he
Mhm.
likes French fries.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we're good. We got a chicken sandwich at home,
Mm-hmm.
homemade,
Yeah, and with lettuce and tomato and all,
Yeah.
that's good.
and mayo and
Mhm.
mustard,
Yep.
ketchup if you want, whatever you want to put on it. You can even turn it into what do you call it, Dijon chicken sandwich, right? That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I like that Dijon chicken sandwich. It's really good. But you know what Ruben told me last night? He says, baby, he says, we need to learn how to make, what is it called? I know you've heard it before. It's a Spanish, it's like green sauce. That they eat it with the steak, with the grilled steak.
Mm.
Oh man, what's the name of it? He just said it last night. It's not pico de gallo. I
That's
know
the
you've
only thing I
heard
thought
it.
of, yeah.
It's not pico de gallo. It's not the red salsa. You know what salsa is too. It's green, and it has oil, like olive oil. I think it has cilantro.
You talking about
And you eat it.
guacamole?
It's not guacamole either.
I
What's the
love
name of
guacamole.
it?
Oh, God, I love guacamole.
He told me and I forgot. So anyway, so that sauce, you eat it with the steak. You pour it over the steak.
Uh-huh.
You dip it with the steak. Oh man.
What makes it green? What is it?
I guess it's the green stuff you put in it. I think it's cilantro. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
100%, but I think it's cilantro.
Cilantro,
That's the
okay.
reason why it's green.
Yeah.
but I just can't remember the name of it. So anyway, he says, baby, we need to learn. So I told him, okay, baby, I'm gonna get on YouTube and see if I can learn how to make it.
Mm-hmm.
And then do it a couple of times until it's perfecto.
Perfect.
Uh-huh. But they put pepper in it. I'm gonna do it with no pepper because of my tummy, because I'm trying to heal my tummy.
Yeah,
right now,
yeah.
You know. So I'm gonna cook it, but without the pepper. He says, yeah, just do it without the pepper. We don't have to have pepper. He says, I can put sauce on my plate. And
Mm-hmm.
pepper,
That's right.
you know. I'm trying to remember. I know you've heard it before. It's a green sauce.
Mm-hmm. The cilantro.
They serve it.
And olive oil.
Yeah, they serve it when they do the steaks. I just can't remember the name of it. It does not ring in.
Mm-mm.
He told me the name of it yesterday.
They
I cannot
make,
think of it.
what's it called with basil?
I know you've heard it. Everybody have heard it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a word that is hard for me to remember.
Hard for me too, apparently.
So anyways, I'm gonna see if I can learn how to make that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the kitchen just takes practice, right?
That's right, it does.
Just practice. That's not too bad.
Mm-mm. No, it's good.
Make
good.
sure. Do you make biscuits?
Yeah, frozen.
She's not. She said,
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah, I make them. I take them out of the bag and I put them on a cookie sheet.
And then voila! Biscuits, they blow up, right? Yeah.
The frozen biscuits.
I have done frozen biscuits.
And
I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say
He
I haven't.
likes the thin ones. He doesn't like the fluffy ones.
Oh, he don't like the fluffy ones.
He likes the
So he
thin.
likes he likes them crispy.
Yeah, but just not so much bread.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
So it's Miss Ann's, I think it's Miss Ann's,
Uh-huh.
Thins.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh. She said, voila!
And so
Oh,
easy.
man.
I can
Yeah.
make biscuits. I do know how to make biscuits, but
She's like, I know.
why? ¿Por qué?
Dice, ¿por qué voy a hacerlas si las puedo conseguir ya frisadas y meterlas en el horno, right?
Yeah, see?
Why am I gonna get them? They already made them frozen and I can just stick them in the oven.
And he loves them, so why argue with success,
Uh-huh.
you know?
Yeah. She said, he loves them.
Mm-hmm. And what he really likes is, I take the little
Uh-huh.
biscuits and I put them in the oven and bake them almost all the way.
Uh-huh.
Then I take a little square of cheddar cheese and just lay it on the top,
Mm-hmm.
and then the cheese just sort of melts over it, and you have a cheese biscuit.
Ay, 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 papa. Just like the, what is the sandwich that one of my clients told me? The sandwich that you just put, you toasted the bread and then you put the cheese in between and it melts like that.
Grilled cheese.
Yes.
Grilled cheese. Oh, I love those,
Sometimes
yeah.
that grilled cheese
Yeah.
is good too.
Gotta have butter though on that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sometimes that grilled cheese is good.
Yeah.
But what's the best cheese to use for a grilled cheese? That's what I forgot to ask her.
American cheese.
The American cheese.
Yeah,
Is the
because
best
it
one.
melts so nice and gooey, you
Uh-huh.
know. If you buy like sliced cheddar cheese or something,
Uh-huh.
it's not quite the same. It stays a little hard and all, but you want it to
Oh.
get gooey.
But the American cheese is the yellow cheese, right?
Yeah.
No, because
No,
because the cheddar is the cheddar cheese, the sharp, I think is the cheddar is yellow, no, it's orange.
Orange. The
Orange
just
cheese.
regular American cheese is orange.
Yeah,
But it
American
does,
cheese.
some of it comes yellow. I don't know
Uh-huh.
what the difference is really. I just buy the
Or orange,
orange.
that's what I was trying to say. I
Yeah,
guess it's
orange.
You're right. It's not
Naranja.
yellow, it's orange. Uh-huh. Naranja,
Naranja.
I think that's what you say. I don't know.
That's what I mean.
I'm supposed
That's
to
what I'm
be,
afraid.
I'm supposed to be teaching you Espanol, you know what I mean?
Naranja. Naranja.
Naranja.
Naranja. I can spell it in my mind, but
Uh-huh.
then I get to that J and I think, did I say ya or ja?
Ay, ay, ay.
I can read it better.
Uh-huh.
I can read it pretty well and
What,
understand.
what about the spelling? Is it hard for you when you have to like spell the words?
No, not really. I've always been able to spell really well, and I can read. But it's the pulling the words out of my mind
Uh-huh.
to say something.
Oh.
And then I get hung up on, whether it's A or O or E on the end,
Uh-huh.
Is it un or una, buen or buena,
Muy bueno.
Yeah, bueno or buen.
Uh-huh. Muy bueno.
And sometimes I think, you know, if you're trying to speak, maybe if you can just get your point across without being so hung up on total correctness, you know?
Yeah, it's
You
true.
could still make your point and you could get your idea across.
Right. Very true.
But I do want to be correct. Correcto.
You know, because with the Spanish, like it changes a little bit, you know?
What do you mean, the Spain
You
Spanish?
mean like, what I mean is like whenever you are, como, I mean, but it's just like the English, because with the English, I mean, when you remember, ella, él,
Mm-hmm,
you know?
yeah,
Señora, señor,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by it changes a little bit, because señor,
Mhm.
you would not call señor a woman, you would have to say señora.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And if it's a
That's-
young girl, you would say señorita,
yeah,
you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
those things are not too hard to remember. It's some of the others, you know, when you're stringing together a sentence and you're,
Uh-huh.
you know, like if you're talking about bananas, you know, well, are bananas male or female? You know, the whole idea of having sexes for things.
Uh-huh, the sexes,
Yeah.
that's the right
Yeah.
word that I would, it's not that, it's different, that's the word that I need
Yeah,
to
the
use.
sexes, the idea that a banana has a sex, you know, that
Uh-huh.
just, it's very hard to grasp. But the
Yeah.
neat thing is, in German,
Mhm.
there are 3 sexes.
Uh-huh,
There are 3 sexes,
yeah.
and that makes it even harder.
So what do you mean 3 sexes?
You have a male, female, and a no sex
Oh, that's for the German language?
for German language. And with all the things that go along with that, same as in Spanish, it's the same as in German, only you have 3 ways.
That's pretty interesting.
It is. It's also makes it harder to learn too.
Yeah. I wanna spray the toenails because I wanna polish the skin, because it's the last pedicure, your polished cut is stay.
Yeah. Can you cut this toenail just a little shorter?
Uh-huh, we can do that.
Yeah. Not too late.
So that way, make sure that I wipe them really good. So this one right here, right?
Yeah, the big toe.
Uh-huh.
It's still a little bit long. And they grow so fast.
Uh-huh. There you can see it's a little bit long. I'm gonna get the nail file.
Okay.
I'm gonna shape it up.
And this one's still growing. That one is still growing out.
Uh-huh.
Next year this time it'll still be there.
But you don't have ingrowns, right? You don't get the ingrowns, or you do get them
I
sometimes?
do usually
I
on this
get,
side,
I
but
get ingrowns.
I do too. This side mostly,
But I get
right
this
inside
version.
here. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I dig around myself and I can get it, and sometimes I just make it worse. I think.
Uh-huh, cause you try to dig it out.
Yeah, and it's hard to do on you by yourself, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, you should see how I'm twisting when I'm doing it by myself. The position that I'm in,
Uh-huh.
to clip my own toenails and shape them.
Mm-hmm.
It's better when somebody else does it for you, you know?
Yes, it does. Mm-hmm.
So what do you think?
Better. Yeah, that's
I'm
better.
gonna, wipe them out.
Okay.
The thing is, they grow quick, don't they?
Yeah, especially the big toes. Same with my thumbs. They grow faster than the rest of my fingers.
They're special, remember I told you that?
That's right. They're special. They are special. They
If
all
that
work.
happens, then that means the big toe is taking all the nutrients for the other ones, right?
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't
It
know,
could very well be.
I don't know, I'm just saying.
Sounds like a good idea. Sounds like an idea.
Yeah. See, this one is growing out. You see that?
Yeah, but it's so
It's
slow.
just taking forever.
I know.
Cause that was done a while back, right?
That's right, back in the summer,
Uh-huh.
in the swimming pool, so you know how long ago that was.
Yeah. In the swimming pool.
In the swimming pool.
Okay, so we're gonna put the pretty color. Oh, look at you. That's pretty
Let's
one.
go dark, yeah.
We're gonna go dark today?
It's winter time, might as well go
Uh-huh.
dark, huh?
Yeah, make it dark. So we are gonna be in winter when?
December 21st, I think is winter.
So we're still in fall, right?
Yeah, still in fall. And it's not so bad.
Uh-huh.
50s and 60s, you know, that's not too bad for
That's not
temperatures. I can live with that.
But it's not bad.
Mm-mm.
But see, I can tell that it's growing. Look at all that nail. This is all nail right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just taking forever.
Mm-hmm. And it's still a little red there, which I don't
Uh-huh.
understand.
Right here,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
But it doesn't hurt, does it?
No,
No, it
not
doesn't
at all.
hurt. Okay.
No.
But that happens.
Mm-hmm.
When you hurt your toes, it takes a little while.
It does. Nothing but time.
Where did you get this color? You said this is pretty.
Dollar store, I think.
Yeah. Pretty color. Yeah, shimmer.
Mhm.
That's what I like about it. Muy bonito.
Muy bonito.
Muy bonito color. Ooh la la, you're gonna have to go on a hot day.
Not a chance.
Look at that toe, man.
Uh-huh.
Pretty.
Yeah, when I left home, he was burning leaves, so.
Oh, he was burning leaves.
Burning leaves. He's been raking leaves like crazy.
Uh-huh.
He's obsessed with the leaves.
Been cleaning.
Mm-hmm. He likes the yard to look nice, and that's
Uh-huh.
his thing. And that's good.
That keeps him busy, right?
That's right. Keeps him busy, keeps him outdoors, active. He'll be 79 years old in December.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's still doing very well.
Where did time go?
Yeah, you tell me. You tell me.
Time flies, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
So what are you gonna do for his birthday? Just gonna take him out?
I don't know. I'll just see what he'd like to do.
Uh-huh.
Maybe go somewhere for the evening or something, like overnight somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see what he wants to do.
You're right. He's a birthday boy, so whatever they wanna do.
That's right. We don't give each other presents or anything anymore. I mean, you know.
To me, time is precious when you're spending time.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's more precious than giving gifts to each other,
That's right.
you know?
And as you get older, you know it more and more.
Uh-huh.
That is pretty.
Uh-huh.
That is pretty.
It's a pretty color.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a metal look, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty. So he helps you around the house and then you do the inside, right? He
Mm-hmm.
goes the side and you do the inside.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I like to work in the flower beds and stuff and plant flowers in pots, and I do a lot of that, or I'll trim bushes and things.
Yeah.
But he does the mowing and the raking and that sort of stuff. I hate to rake.
You don't like working?
No, I don't. I get blisters on my hands and my back hurts, and I just don't like doing it.
My grandmother, she was my adopted grandmother. She was an American missionary.
Oh.
That she went to live to Belize, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's where she spent the last years of her life. She lived there a long time, a good couple of years. That's where God took her. So she was a black lady, a black African American,
Mm-hmm.
and she went to Belize, so we met her. So there was a season that she allowed us to move in her house with her in the city.
Mm.
So there were times where she would babysit us. I've never really talked about this, that she would babysit us, and so that my mom and dad, they would like, I don't know where they would go, but I think they would try and go out together, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was six of us kids. Imagine having six kids in the house.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
And we were like the jungle kids.
Yeah,
You know, like the jungle boy, you know.
yeah.
So she would babysit us. I think one of those times that she babysit us, I'm remembering right now. She went to my mom and dad. They went to San Salvador on a trip, I think, and she had to babysit us because I remember her preparing the water, you know,
Mm-hmm.
for us to go bathe. Like she would like put water. I remember having this water like in this bucket, and she would like put this oil that smelled really good. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have tried to find that oil because I would like to really start using it again. It reminds me of my grandmother.
Yeah.
It's an oil that she would put in the water,
Mm-hmm.
and when you would pour it on you, it leave you smelling good.
Oh,
I just
wow.
don't remember what's the name of it.
Uh,
So anyway, and I remember working in Hereford, somebody had that scent. It was an oil, but I don't know if they still sell it. And also, you know what? Also, my grandmother reminds me of. It reminds me when I see. I don't know if they still do it. She would come to America and she would take barrels of clothes to give to the poor people in the villages. And one of those families was us. But also, we got to learn to eat with her fried chicken. You know, the American fried chicken, because she would make it at home.
uh-huh.
But what I'm being reminded of, that God is reminding me, because sometimes I forget this stuff. She would come to America and she would get the packages of the powder eggs. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And she would make it at home, and I thought those are the best eggs.
Really?
The powder eggs.
Oh.
Do they still have them or no?
Oh, yeah. In fact,
Do they have them at the store? Because I've never seen them.
powdered
lying.
eggs.
But that
They have
reminds me of
something
her.
in the dairy case, but I don't know. They wouldn't have to be refrigerated.
They come in like little packages, the ones that she would like use. I
Uh-huh.
remember that. And I remember the times, I'm remembering. I remember the times when she would like, we were in the kitchen and she was baking, mixing, because she used to love to bake cakes. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna learn to bake cakes. She would like be mixing, the mixture for the cake, getting ready to put it in the pot, to put it in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was so sweet. She would allow us the container after she poured it to bake it. She allowed us to lick.
Uh-huh.
You know,
The
after-
battery, yeah.
And also we would lick off the thing, the
Mixer,
blender,
yeah.
the mixer. That's what they call the mixer, right? The
Mhm,
two things, the
yeah.
mixer. Remembering all that stuff. I'm telling you, like I have so many stories to tell, but I forget them, and then he brings them back
Uh-huh.
for me to remember. So, but what I was remembering what you just said, with him wrecking, when we were living with her in Belmopan, in Belize. I still remember the name of the street. I remember Corazon Street. I remember, and we were living all the way at the end. So I remember that she had a fence around the house. So when you have a fence around the house, then the grass would grow on the fence. Like curled up.
Mm-hmm.
Man, she would give us a chore, and we would have to be taking the monte. Would have to be taking the grass off the fence. I remember
Oh,
that.
yeah?
That's what you just reminded me of.
Mm-hmm.
And she had to wreck and all that stuff. I'm remembering the good old days.
Yeah, simple times.
She's in heaven now.
Yeah.
She passed away, but that woman, let me tell you something. That woman, she was a missionary. Nowadays, we acknowledge the preachers that we see on TV. They're flying on big planes and they're staying in fancy hotels.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some people that they're doing the same thing that these fancy people are doing it on TV, but nobody knows about it. Instead of traveling on a big fancy plane, they're walking miles and miles. I'm telling you, because that's where I come from, and they're willing to walk miles and miles to go preach, to another church, like this, like her, you know what I'm saying? She was never on TV, but she did so many great things that nobody knows, you
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying?
A lot of people like that.
And that was her, and I think I did a live on YouTube, I think I did a live because God directed me where I think I talked a little bit about her because I think those are the true missionaries.
Oh,
you
without
know?
a doubt, yep.
I think sometimes we get so focused on material things, like I just described with these
Oh, yeah.
fancy people.
Yeah, I know.
Evangelists,
People on
you know.
TV every Sunday.
Oh, I'm not gonna go preach if you don't pay me this amount. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
If you really have God, you don't even have to charge people to preach.
Mm-hmm.
If they wanna donate, fine, but you don't have to charge to
Mhm.
preach.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've heard that some evangelists, they're like, well, if you can't pay me this amount, I can't go preach at the church. And I said, that's sad,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's very sad. How can you be that way?
How can people look up to people?
But I
like that?
remember, I'm remembering my grandmother right now. Yeah. Her name was Thelma Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
That was her name. And she definitely did God's work. But she didn't have no, like I said, she wasn't known these are the people that,
No fancy claim, huh?
these are the people that were, in other words, what I'm saying, she was willing to give up her fancy life here, because she lived well.
Mm-hmm.
And she was willing to give up her fancy life here, give up her home, give up her lifestyle here in America to go to Belize and be a missionary in these poor villages.
Mm-hmm.
I remember she would put like the big screen and she would show us the Christian movies in the villages. I remember that because back in those times we didn't have the big movie theaters like we have now.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have a computer and a phone.
No.
We can do Facebook, we can do YouTube, we can do everything on a phone.
Mhm.
I'm remembering that. I remember that little lady going into the villages and she would take her piano and she was like playing her piano and singing because she was a singer and a piano player.
She sounded like quite a person.
She was a beautiful person,
Mm-hmm.
an American missionary, but she went over there. And then God comes and then God sends us over here. So we are the missionaries over here.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just remembering her. Yeah, she was a big lady. I would like to, now that I'm remembering, I want to find out that oil. It's got to be that oil. I wonder who sells it, but I need to find out what's the name of
Yeah.
it first.
What did it smell like?
I don't know how to explain, but it was a sweet scent.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I mean, was it
oil.
like
It's
flowers
oil.
or lemons or?
Maybe like flowers, but it was
Mhm.
sweet scent.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't remember. It's smelling like lemon.
Mm-hmm.
It was a sweet scent, and every time, like I said, I've only smelled it once, and it was a long time ago when I was working in Hertford
Mm-hmm.
in the little booth. Somebody was wearing, like I could smell it, and I said, man, that reminded me of my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
But that lady, she liked fried chicken, she liked cakes, and let me tell you something. She was the one that taught us how to watch kung fu movies. I'm being serious. Oh man, she loved to sit with her big plate on her bed and watch a movie. I remember that. Yeah, she introduced to us, a lot of stuff.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. We used to call her Granny.
Uh-huh.
And I'll be honest with you, we do have grandmothers from my mom's side. My dad has a mom.
Mm-hmm.
My mom has a mom, so we do have two grandmothers from her parents. But if you ask my siblings, they will tell you that the only grandmother they recognize was her.
Really?
Because those two grandmothers, they didn't grow up with us.
Mm-hmm.
They were in San Salvador.
Oh.
So my mom and dad, they were in another country in Belize, so we didn't grow up with cousins or grandmothers. All we had was each other. I think that's the reason why we have such a strong bond.
Mm-hmm.
Our siblings.
Mm-hmm.
So we fight, but then we forgive and we get angry and then we talk and like that. But I think it's because of that, because we did not grow up with cousins. We only had each other, and we did not grow up with a biological grandmother. The only grandmother we know is this missionary lady. So we call her Granny.
Mm-hmm.
And she died until she got to speak to all of us. I believe I was the last one she spoke with, and then she died the next day.
Oh my.
She wanted to hear from all of us. And then
Mhm.
she passed away.
Mm-hmm.
She was really good though. I believe she's in heaven.
Oh, I'm sure she must be. I'm sure she is.
Yeah. Well, they look
I'm
so
sure
pretty.
she is. Yes, they do.
So you want to sit and dry for a few minutes?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
So that way. So my mom and dad, they named my sister after her. That's the
Really?
reason why my sister, the one that had the kidney transplant, do you
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
I think I told you about my sister that had the kidney transplant
Uh-huh.
like 2 years ago. So that's the reason why her name is Thelma.
Oh,
Because
how
my mom
sweet.
and dad, they named my sister after her. And it's
Very
crazy
sweet.
because, you know, my sister has her personality.
Isn't that something?
Oh, God works, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she has her personality. Yeah, I love it. My sweet grandmother. We don't look like her, but she's our grandmother.
Uh-huh. Sometimes it works out that way.
Yeah. Well, I would just want to say thank you for supporting me all of those years.
Well, thank you
Thank
for
you
your friendship, conversations, all the good time we've had.
We've had times where we've laughed, we've cried,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You've seen me stressed, you've seen me anxious, everything.
Yeah. That's right.
You've seen me troubled too.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen my spirit troubled here.
Yeah.
Because we're humans, you know?
That's right.
I think we humans, we tend to want to cover, how you say cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is we're humans. It's okay to feel it.
That's right.
Because if you gotta feel it to process it. And tomorrow I have two sisters coming in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's two sisters. They have supported my business a lot too.
Oh, good.
And they told me, Teresa, what am I gonna do? I said, I don't know, girls. I think they're coming together. They said they wanted to come together, so. And then after that, I am done.
2 more done.
Yeah, then I gotta pack. Then I'm get it done. Sister. Do you want any polishes you want to take with you?
No, I don't think so.
I was gonna tell you if you want
No.
polishes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you can do that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. It's a lot, that's a lot of money.
I know it is.
It's a lot of money.
I know it is.
But I'll put them in a box meanwhile, you know. I'll
Maybe you
figure
could
out-
try Facebook Marketplace.
I can do that as well, yeah.
Uh-huh. Just take them all.
Yeah, because with that, all I have to do is put it in a box, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
can keep it in a corner, not like this stuff is big.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't have
No,
space
that'll
for
be
it.
easy, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I have a lot of colors.
Maybe,
gels,
maybe take a picture of it now, the way it is,
And then put it.
and then put it in a box and say,
That's a
these-
good idea.
yeah, all these polishes for
And-
sale,
And they can have the how do you say
the racks.
the rocks as well.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
They can have that as well, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can feed my two cats well, especially Grace.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I've been starving her. I didn't know that. I've been feeding her like the dogs. No, but I've had cats before, so I have left their food all day long. But I have two dogs that changes it.
And they will eat cat food.
Oh,
They love it, yeah.
And the thing is, can that make them sick or no?
It's not good for them because
That's what I
it's,
heard.
yeah, it's not good for them. It's too rich, too much, I don't know if it's too much fat in it or something, but it's not good for the dogs, no.
But I guess my girl dog, the boy, he don't mess with it. But my girl dog, even do not touch her bowl. She still does it when I run upstairs.
Of course
to go
she does.
feed. And when I come downstairs, I'm like, didn't I tell you to not touch her bowl? That's her food.
No,
She don't understand.
that's not gonna
She's
work.
like, Mama, you don't understand. Her food is better than my food. That you
Yes,
should be
that's the
giving me.
thing, that's the thing.
It is better, Mama.
It is better.
You want to keep them or you want me to take them?
No,
Take
take
them.
one, yeah.
There we go.
Alrighty.
Oh, they look really nice.
Oh, your polish. Mama, keep in your
Oh,
polish.
these are not polished.
You don't want to see it on the market.
No, I do not.
I might need a touch-up, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my dear.
But don't forget your jacket.
Oh, yes, I would have, walked right out with it. And so if you want, text me your new address.
I
And
will.
I'll send you some vouchers. I'll send you one for Luna too,
Okay.
okay?
Sounds good.
And with the instructions. and-
Okay.
Okay.
Her belly, like I said, my only concern is her belly, but it should be shrinking soon, right? Hopefully. Well, I'll go see the vet and see what she
Yeah,
says.
see what the vet says, yeah. See what the
Hopefully
vet
nothing's
says.
wrong with her.
Yeah.
But she looks alive. I love you.
Love you too.
Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
You too.
And we're gonna be meeting. Okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll be in touch.
Yeah, we'll be in touch. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Guys, that's it for today. She was crying just now. She was walking out. She right there is a very dear friend and client. I can say a lot about her, but I'll tell you something. That woman, God used that woman to help me when I was in a bond. I have shared this testimony of what I'm remembering right now with her. It's on YouTube. I just can't remember the name of what I titled the video. I shared it on YouTube and I shared it on my personal Facebook. I was in a bond. I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent. And God used this woman right here that you saw her walking out. She wrote me a check. She said, Teresa, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and write you a check. How much is your rent? Like that. How much is your rent? She says, I'm going to write the amount of your rent and then you just give it to me for, and then you just write me a gift certificate for that amount. And then that way, you know, every time I come, I already got a gift certificate. God used that woman. I'm telling you. Guys, I have seen God throughout the whole time that I was in this place, in the shop. I have seen God. I have witnessed. I have witnessed his hand. I know that his hand is with me. I know that he is with me. Time and time again, I have so many stories. I have so many testimonies of the goodness of God. Hallelujah. But that woman right there, she left crying just now. That's a woman that I will never forget. I have so many stories of different clients that they walked in here. They've all helped me in different ways, you know, in different ways. So in other words, what I'm saying is that I have seen the love of Christ in these people that have come here, you know. But anyway, I'm cutting this video, this live. I just declare in Jesus' name that you guys have been blessed by these lives. You know, it's just an idea. The Lord put this in my heart last week. I have one more video to share with you guys. I'm going to record tomorrow live again in the morning. And then after that, I am done. I did not do the live on the first day, which was Monday, but I do have it recorded. As soon as I have time, I'm going to put that video together as well, and I'm going to share the first day so you guys can take your time and listen to these. Because every single live, every single day that I come in here, with every single client that I sit here, it's always a different conversation that I have with them. I remember when I first started working in Hertford, and I was a nail tech. I remember very well. I got emotional and I started crying because I said, man, how is it? I said that because I reflected on the whole day, and the whole day I had a different conversation. And I said, this is not me, this is all God, because He's the one that's giving me strength. How is it, that I'm able to sit with each person, and it's always a different conversation, you know? So during this whole time that I was doing this, you know, it was the Lord. It was the Lord through this human body right here that He was, ministering, pouring to every single soul. But that, okay, left me in awe when I saw, and then I got used to it. So every single time I sit with a client, it's never the same conversation. It's always different because God knows. I don't know. I do not know what you guys need to hear on YouTube. Okay. I do not know what my clients, when they come in here, what they need to hear. I do not know when I go out there in the street. Okay. What the people are going through, what kind of life they have, what they need to hear at that moment. I don't know. But then, who knows? He knows. Hallelujah. So, guys, I'm telling you, it has been a journey. It's been amazing, okay, to have been a nail tech, to have served my community. For almost 9 years. And I owe it to him because I was a little girl. When I started doing this, I was afraid. I felt like I couldn't do it. And now I know that I'm leaving a different person. I am not the same. I've learned a lot, and everything that I have learned, I have taken it with me. I have taken it with me, and I know that God, okay, He allowed me to learn all of these little lessons, all of these things for wherever He's taken me because I need it. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for supporting Get to Know Jesus Ministry. God bless you guys. Until tomorrow.